Wow, so look at this. So the grain on this is very, very tight, very even, and that makes it ideal for violins and violas. So today's operation will start here at the splitter and move to the vertical bandsaw where we can trim off all the blue stain, all the bug holes because it's a dry log, and any waste wood that we can't use. And then we can wax the ends because we only have a matter of hours before this stuff starts to check. The end grain will crack within the day.
This particular piece has a line of rot in it on both sides, so I'm going to split off the edge at that rot line. And now it's got a crack on the end here, so it's going to make 2 violins.
Sure splits nice.
Yeah.
Dad's going for a cello top. 32 or even more?
3.5.
33 and a half. Finished cello is like 30 inches. It's 29 and a half or something, but it's good to give ourselves a little buffer. If this doesn't pan out, we can still bucket and make a couple of violins or a viola violin. But it sure split quite straight. To make our lives easier, we actually put it on the sawmill and we sawed it into quarters first. And that seems to reduce our workload significantly. Splitting dry logs also helps a lot. The weight is so much less. It's kind of ridiculous how easily it splits, eh?
Well, it's like, what, a 20-ton press?
Not even. If we were splitting firewood, it would just like bottom out and be like, I won't do it.
Yeah, but this is pretty fancy firewood.
Exactly. It's self-selecting. It only splits instrument wood. It doesn't split firewood. So how many cellos are we going to make? Just one?
Only one so far. The other one has a knot.
Nice. Yeah, we'll put all the wood in the back of my truck and all the firewood in the back of yours.
Gonna end up as 2 violins.
It's a nice piece of wood. This tree is very satisfying to split, by the way. It looks like it's sawn on some sort of a mill, but it's not. Like there's absolutely no twist in it. I think this will be very good tone wood. It's got very light weight. By feel, you can already tell that it just sounds good. We can wait for a specific gravity test to confirm that. We'll have that later in the video. Stick around for that. Our haul for the day is 2 loads that look kind of like this, I think. It's more than 50 in here. Okay, so we're estimating 100 violins and violas total.
Yeah.
About half of them have been spoken for, but that leaves 50 for all you people interested in colorful violins and violas. And here I was thinking that we were done for the day. No, it turns out we're not done for the day. Everyone has left. But there is, in fact, behind this pile of firewood, another piece tucked away. 474. Makes sense. If you quarter a log, there should be 4 pieces. We split up 3 of them. I'll have to get this last one out somehow. Okay, bear with me. So I've been splitting instrument wood for the better part of forever. No, most of my life. Yeah. And I found that in that time, there's a lot of mythology around the woods that make high quality tonewood. I think in my mind, wood sound is very simple. Sound is related to the stiffness and the density. So in this case, we measure the length, the width, and the thickness of this piece of wood to get a volume measurement. And then you divide that all by the weight and you get density. So this piece of wood, it is 0.36 of the weight of water. Anyway, the point is that we have a number that we can now use, 0.36. And now we can take every piece of wood that we've ever cut ever, and we can make a relative measure of all the pieces of wood and say, hey, between all these pieces of wood, this one is slightly lighter or less dense, let's say. And that means that it might sound better. I have done the calculations already and I've stored this information on our website. We have a database of information that's accessible for everyone here, and I'll put the link to that down in the description. And you can go through it and look at all the specifications and all the data we've collected on all the trees we've split up over the last 30 years. 474, what a beauty. So that little like reflection that we're getting off the top is the silkiness. And then we have what's called, I would just call it figuring. And it's sort of like this waviness to it as the grain kind of moves up and down and around. And that's gonna make a really stunning violin top or viola top. To get your hands on a piece of this tree, head on over to mountainvoice.ca. We have a variety of products which we've manufactured ourselves, and you can see one of the first listed ones is log number 474. If you're having trouble finding this, just organize by category. You can select violin or viola, and that should help you find this piece of tree. Once you're within the product, you have options to select your sizing. So violins, violas, you could do 1-piece or 2-piece violin, or a handful of cello tops available. You also have the ability to select between more color or less color on this particular tree. Don't forget to add in a bass bar or any other products you might need while you're at it. At your cart, you have the option to pay now or pay later, and we would love to have you also sign up to our email list, which you can do by just checking this box right here. This will give you access to exclusive deals, luthier builds, and any new products that we're coming out with over the coming months or years. Purchasing products is the primary way to support this YouTube channel. Thanks again for your continued support. If you've enjoyed this video, leave a comment below, and I really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.